feeling this much negativity over a pastime, it just isn't worth it. Because whether you like it or not, at the end of the day, all of us are still here because we're all operating on a very basic subtext. And that subtext is, when all is said and done, Destiny 2 is actually a pretty good video game. Yeah. If you're new to this channel, you've probably just heard that line and thought, oh, here we go again. It's a bait and switch. It's a toxic positivity video. And I just want to reassure you that I am someone who has always and forever will strive for the middle ground. Where some cry wolf and bloody murder, and others paint rainbows and butterflies, I advocate for balance. After all, it's compromise that moves us along. And if you get that reference, I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep and you wake up with less back pain. When I say Destiny 2 is a pretty good game, everyone can point to something that works really well. The art, the music, the weapons, the gunplay.
The gunplay. Oh my goodness, it feels so good to shoot a gun in Destiny 2.
The abilities, even in their current fashion, the builds. The gameplay is stale, but still very solid. When your build works, you feel unstoppable. When all the right pieces line up, the PvP feels unlike any other out there. The whole game, in the right moments, delivers highs that few other games can reach. These highs are so good that it hooks us, and we spend days, weeks, or even months chasing that same feeling, hoping it's as good as the last time. And we all know this, and we are all addicted to it in one form or another. Even those of us that quit, we know how good it is, and we know how good it can be. It's precisely because it's so addictive that we quit, because eventually the highs wear off, or simply the time cost of achieving said highs becomes untenable, or more egregiously, our favorite things get taken away from us and thrown into a vault, never to be seen again. Taking a break and then coming back to this game.
The vaulting is still such a pain point and still so weird because it's not actively returning. And until it returns, it's truly vaulted. But in the meantime, they just deleted it. And that in and of itself makes Destiny 2. Obviously, I think the solution is a Destiny 3. I think a solution is them truly building something incredible to take the game forward for the next 10 years. But yeah, don't do that. Don't do that vaulting stuff again.
Reminds you of two truths. One, that Destiny 2's highs are still as potent as ever. The game's basics never really went away. We just built up a tolerance for it. And two, no game should ever be played with the intent of it being the only game. Moderation is the key to sustained happiness. It's fine to indulge in your preferred vices from time to time, but it mustn't ever become routine. Vices are called vices because of how tightly they hold on to you. That hold ruins joy and can turn joyous moments of escapism into a call for help. Being a player and a creator, that's what happened to me. My content became bitter. I became bitter. And I became a reason people didn't want to play. Either because I was representative of a jaded player base that wanted validation, or I was elaborating on all the different ways that it's gone to hell in a handbasket. I wanted joy in my life again, and quitting was the best decision I made in that regard.
Yes, me stepping away from Final Fantasy XIV, absolutely the best decision. It gives you such breathing room to A, go play some incredible games, B, I've been focusing on my health and my comedy career, and also on other games like New World and more. And it's been a real blessing to me. And yes, it cost me. And I knew it was going to cost me subscribers. But if I'm not willing to tell you the truth, then I don't deserve your subscription in the first place. So
I don't mainline this game anymore. It's now on a rotor with all the others. I still enjoy the taste of this particular brand of dopamine, but now I know how much it takes hold of me, and I can keep it at arm's length. And normally, it's said that you should avoid contact with anything that can make you relapse. But that's when I learned the final and hardest truth. This game just doesn't hit as hard as it used to. I still love it all. I can still have fun in Destiny 2. But like I mentioned earlier, it's the memories that motivate me more than the game itself. In my 20s, I used to play this game for weekends at a time. I'd play with my clan for every activity, LFG for when they weren't around, and celebrate anytime someone cancelled a plan in real life because it meant I could fill that time with Destiny. Trials was my stomping ground, raids were my social spaces. Now, I'm 32 years old, the game's changed a lot. It's gone from a DLC model to a seasonal model to soon an episodic model. The story has gone from intimate and mysterious to bombastic and cataclysmic. The nature of the storytelling has gone from tight and rhythmic to sporadic and scattered. We all deal with change in different ways, but a cruel tenet of life is that as time goes on, the magic doesn't feel as special anymore. Be it through overexposure or circumstance, how you felt at 15 is more intense than at 25, which is more intense than 35, and so on and so forth. The only thing that's consistent through the ages is wishing you felt the same way you did in the past, when the flames burned brighter with more intent. With Destiny, I wish I still felt the same way about it. I really genuinely do. I still love this game, but time and circumstances have motivated me to be more efficient with my time. I don't have the luxury anymore of waiting for weeks to recapture the same feeling I did when I was 22 or 23 playing this franchise for the first time. It's time better spent actually living well. And Destiny 2 does not live well with me anymore. So, the final shape will probably be my last expansion as a creator, probably even as a player too, and I'm gonna sail into the sunset knowing full well that this period of my life was incredibly fulfilling, and I'll always be grateful to the friends that I made along the way. And even if I lose you, the community that stuck by me through all these years, or even a new viewer coming to the end of this video, I'll be grateful for every second that you stuck by me. You can find me over at Twitch, Tuesday to Saturday. But I'm not going anywhere just yet. I still have a lot of Destiny 2 content I want to make. After all, we can't go out on a whimper now, can we? And if you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And thank you.
Guys, this was, I think, a really good video. Lots of really good lessons, especially if you're an aspiring creator or a content creator, or you just want more insight into kind of that mindset of what it means to do the things and create the things that hopefully that you guys want to watch. I thank you, especially if you stuck all the way through this reaction video, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. If you want to get involved in the community, check out the top link in the description to be able to get access to the Discord, the podcast, and so much more. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this. I'll include a link to their video in the description. Hopefully you go check it out if you haven't seen it already. Give it some watch time, or go weigh in on the conversation that he shared over there. And yeah, all that being said, guys, thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, but until then, take care.